Welcome to Starwatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
The moment Wang Yibo appears in the same frame as Western celebrities, something quietly shifts. At first glance, the expectation seems predictable. Surrounded by towering figures, sculpted features, and faces long celebrated by Western fashion and film, an Asian artist might naturally fade into the background. Yet the opposite happens. Without stepping forward, without raising his voice or demanding attention, Wang Yibo becomes the figure the eye returns to again and again. It is not a sudden shock nor an aggressive kind of brilliance. It is a slow, undeniable pull. The kind that makes you pause, rewind, and look once more. Viewers begin to realize that presence is not about volume or exaggeration. It is about balance, restraint, and an inner certainty that needs no announcement. As the camera lingers, expectations fall away, replaced by a quiet curiosity. Why does he stand out so effortlessly? Why does the contrast not diminish him, but instead elevate him? And why, long after the image has passed, does his presence remain so clearly in the mind? This is not simply about beauty. It is about a kind of visual authority that speaks softly, yet leaves a lasting impression, inviting the viewer to keep watching, to keep looking, and to understand what makes this moment so compelling. As the images unfold, what becomes immediately apparent is that Wang Yibo's appeal does not rely on a single striking feature, but on a harmony that feels rare in any cultural context. His bone structure carries a refined clarity, neither overly sharp nor indistinctly soft. The lines of his face flow with a calm precision, allowing light and shadow to move naturally across his features. When placed beside Western stars known for bold contours and dramatic depth, his face does not compete. Instead, it complements. The contrast reveals something unexpected, a form of elegance that gains strength through restraint. This balance creates a sense of ease on camera, as though he belongs exactly where he stands, regardless of the company around him. Height and physique play their part, but not in the way many assume. Wang Yibo's proportions are clean and composed, giving him a grounded presence that reads clearly even in crowded frames. He does not appear fragile next to broader builds, nor does he rely on exaggerated styling to hold his space. The result is a silhouette that feels stable and confident, one that anchors the image rather than dissolving into it. This physical assurance translates into an unspoken calm, allowing him to exist comfortably without the need to assert dominance. What truly deepens the impact is how his features respond to high-definition lenses and unedited photography. In an era where filters and retouching often shape public perception, Wang Yibo's visuals remain striking even in raw form. His profile holds its clarity from every angle, the jawline clean, the noseline smooth and uninterrupted, the transitions between planes subtle yet defined. These are qualities that become more compelling the closer the camera moves. Instead of losing magic under scrutiny, his presence gains credibility. The viewer senses authenticity, and authenticity builds trust. Beyond structure lies temperament. Wang Yibo carries a composed stillness that feels increasingly rare in highly produced environments. Standing among international figures accustomed to commanding attention, he does not mirror their intensity. He offers contrast through quiet confidence. This calm does not weaken his image, it strengthens it. The eye is naturally drawn to what feels grounded, to what does not demand recognition, yet earns it. His expressions remain controlled, his posture relaxed, suggesting a familiarity with the spotlight that no longer needs validation. Cultural context adds another layer to this resonance. Rather than adapting himself to Western aesthetic standards, Wang Yibo remains firmly rooted in his own visual identity. His presence demonstrates that Eastern facial harmony and cultural restraint can coexist seamlessly with global fashion and international stages. There is no sense of dilution, no compromise of identity. Instead, his appearance broadens the definition of what global appeal can look like. This quiet confidence sends a subtle but powerful message. International recognition does not require erasure of origin. Styling further reinforces this versatility. Whether dressed in tailored modern silhouettes or designs inspired by traditional Eastern lines, Wang Yibo adapts without losing coherence. Clothing becomes an extension of his character rather than a disguise. In minimalist fashion settings, his clean lines amplify elegance. In more expressive or avant-garde looks, his calm presence prevents excess from overwhelming the image. This adaptability suggests not trend following, but understanding. He does not chase fashion moments. He inhabits them. What viewers often respond to most strongly is the sense of memorability. Many faces are pleasing, even impressive, yet fade quickly once the image changes. Wang Yibo leaves a different impression. When the scene ends and the crowd disperses, his presence remains clearly defined in memory. This is the quality that elevates visual appeal into something more lasting. It is not about standing out through contrast alone, but about offering a visual experience that feels complete and unresolved at the same time, encouraging the viewer to reflect rather than move on. This lasting impact explains why such images circulate so widely and resonate across audiences. They invite repeated viewing, quiet discussion, and thoughtful appreciation rather than instant consumption. Viewers are not overwhelmed, they are drawn in. The experience feels refined, almost contemplative, offering a moment of stillness within the fast-moving world of online content. In that pause, Wang Yibo's presence becomes not just seen, but felt. As the global stage continues to evolve, moments like these subtly redefine expectations. They remind us that influence does not always arrive loudly, and that beauty does not require exaggeration to be powerful. Wang Yibo's presence among Western stars becomes a quiet demonstration of balance, confidence, and cultural authenticity, resonating far beyond a single photograph or event. Thank you for spending this time with us on Starwatch Now. If this story offered you a new perspective or a moment of calm reflection, we invite you to support the channel by subscribing and staying connected. Your engagement allows us to continue sharing thoughtful stories that explore the deeper layers behind the images we see every day. We appreciate your presence here, and we look forward to welcoming you back for more insights, moments, and conversations that linger long after the screen fades to black.